Lane Kiffin is the king of the transfer portal. Let's just stop the count, stop the debate right now. Lane Kiffin and what Ole Miss, what they are doing, it's insane. And you can tell that Ole Miss, they've pushed all their chips in, right? They have pushed their chips in from the standpoint of, okay, we went 10-2 this year, got a chance to win an 11th game in a bowl game, do something that's never been done in school history, but now it's time to solidify, okay, we are a team to beat in 2024. 2024 is our year. Let's strike while the iron's hot. More than likely, you got Jackson Dart coming back. Quinshon Judkins is coming back. And who they're adding, what Pete Golding did with the defense this year, who Ole Miss is adding, are they not a shoo-in to be in the 12-team college football playoff at this point next year? You look at what Ole Miss has added, guys. Of course, we got to start with the very obvious. Juice Wells officially commits to Ole Miss yesterday. I know many a Gamecock fan feels some type of way. I'm not blaming you if you do, guys. That game, October the 5th at Williams-Brice Stadium, is going to be absolutely electric. But the thing that South Carolina fans hate to hear is when Juice Wells is healthy, guys, he's one of the best wide receivers in the SEC. And you can't deny that. You can't say that's not true because all of Gamecock Nation was touting him as one of, if not the best wide receiver in the SEC coming into 2023. So you add another weapon on the outside in Juice Wells. On the defensive side, you add the edge Princely Umanmielen, which I'm probably mispronouncing that, from Florida. You add edge Tyler Barron from Tennessee. You've added linebacker Chris Paul Jr. from Arkansas. You've added potentially, this is rumored, by the way, there's a feeling most folks have nationally, locally, whatever, that they're going to add Walter Nolan, the Texas A&M transfer, the great defensive lineman. You've also added 4 defensive backs. You know, people got on Lane Kiffin about a month or so ago after the Ole Miss Rebels got blasted by Georgia. And he was very frank and very blunt, right? Hey, Georgia's got a lot of 5 stars. They got a lot of great football players. We got to go get us some more guys like that. We got to go out in the portal. We got to use NIL. And I know many go back to Lane Kiffin's NIL comments over the summer. And here's what I think Lane Kiffin is. Lane Kiffin's a guy, he's going to acknowledge and speak his mind. And he had very strong comments about NIL. It's doing this. It's doing that. But guys, when it comes to Lane Kiffin, don't hate the player, hate the game. Because as long as college football and college sports is like this, you're a damn fool if you do not play the game. And while Lane Kiffin, he may not agree with it, it may not be his favorite thing. Hey, Lane Kiffin said, if we got to do it, I'm going to be one of the best at it. So don't hate the player, hate the game when it comes to Lane Kiffin, NIL, and his stance. Because obviously the Grove Collective, which you got to give them a lot of credit. They've given him the support. They've given him the financial backing he needs to go out in the transfer portal and build one of the best rosters in the SEC. And I mean, guys, they're doing it, right? Because these guys they're taking, this isn't some diamond in the rough from an FCS school. This isn't some, oh, well, this guy was really good at this lower level. They're going out and getting SEC studs. Ole Miss isn't just getting some guy. They're going out and getting certified dudes in the transfer portal. And you look at the portal rankings over the last couple of years, they've been 3rd, 1st, 2nd. Lane Kiffin, guys, I think it's time we give him his due. He is the undisputed king of the transfer portal. And what's scary, the Rebels ain't done yet. The Rebels ain't done yet, man. So they've done a great job. I mean, again, adding impact type of talent. It reminds me a lot of what Florida State did last year, right? Going in the portal saying, hey, this next year with our quarterback returning, this is a year we can push all the chips in. We can get the backing. I'm sure Lane Kiffin is selling this to his people as well. We can get the backing we need. We can get the players we need. We've got the quarterback. We feel like we've got the coaching staff, and we can really make a serious run at this thing. You got to commend Ole Miss for the way they're attacking this thing. You got to commend Ole Miss for the players they're adding, the talent they're adding. It is wildly impressive, and it's safe to say that the king of the transfer portal resides in Oxford, Lane Kiffin and the Ole Miss Rebels.